Hello, everyone who comes across this. I hope all is well with you on this day, Tuesday, February the 27th of 2024. Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is DoBeLive, and it is yours truly, Mia, aka Mimi Negra, your host, as always. Today, I am going ahead and doing the collective weekly message. And I know that it is Tuesday, but a lot of the messages that I was getting will kind of clear up what Sunday, Monday energies may have been, maybe even energies from the last week. But just know whenever you come across this collective message, time is linear as for me. So therefore, when you come upon it, if it resonates, take what resonates. If it don't, maybe the next one will. As you know, when I started this channel, I was very much heavy doing a lot of readings, but I realized that DoBeLive is so much more than just my readings. I am also a healer. When I say healer, I am licensed, credentialed, educated, but also spiritually attuned. As a Reiki healer, energy healer, and a licensed massage and bodywork therapist. So I like to talk about a variety of things up here. And right now, for me, it is about doing more to reach more people. I'm always so concerned about, like, what if, I'm not well received. I can't worry about being well received, because whoever needs to come across this and it resonates, then it was for you. We all have our soul tribes. It's no pun or disrespect if I do not, you don't vibe with me, my channel. It's okay. There are plenty of other dope channels for you to vibe with them too. Also know that, again, what was is will be. So whenever you come across this, you may need it most. We are going to get into the collective download of messages that was coming through for this week of Sunday, February the 25th to Saturday, March the 2nd. And I am going to start doing the collective messages weekly, but as I said, it was busy. I said last week the Reiki message, collective message was coming, but I definitely believe in divine timing in all things. So I always feel as though when there are delays, it is not yet ripe for the picking, or it may not be the right time. So now is the time, and we are in the place to be. So for the last few days, Sunday, Monday energy, I am picking up on the first and fourth houses, which is, first house is the house of self. I do dabble in a little astrology, you guys. I'm not an astrologer, but I have enough understanding, awareness to be able to correctly give necessary information as it relates to the messages that come through. I'm not big on giving time, but if they give me a time, then it is definitely something to be mindful of. But first and fourth house, also the energy numbers of 1 and 4s, 11, master numbers, ascended masters, 44. You may be seeing 111, 1111, 444. Let's see. But those houses talk about self and roots. So you may be dealing with a lot of family right now, or reflection. If you're like me and you took a hiatus from other media pages, which I have, I'm only focusing on my TikTok and YouTube at this time. I am media breaking from Facebook and IG, and I'm not really big on Facebook anyway, but a lot of my IG posts go to Facebook for business purposes. But family may be front and center for you, as well as reflections, or just legacy. When I think of roots, I think about the ancestors as well. So for those of you who are tapped in, tuned in, and aligned to that aspect of your life's journey, spirituality, faith, I'm one who I don't necessarily care what you believe. That's your business. Your beliefs are right for you. Just rezone here, okay? But that may be some of the recurring things showing up, as well as healing family issues and healing money issues. So this week, it's a busy energy, clearly, because it's Tuesday and we're just getting to the collective message. All right. So it's a busy week, but it's also a lot of new energy. And I love this because it's spring. You know, spring is about to spring. And if I live in the East Coast. So from New York, grew up half and half. But if you're in the eastern part of the state, southern states, spring feel like it's springing like it needs to. Like we're already starting to feel the air shift, the energy shift. So you may feel that air placements, this may be highly significant for you. Air placements would be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. Nonetheless, there's this energy of new here as well. They're also letting me know that there's a like energy between the Queen of Pentacles. So you could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Does not have to be, but there is a divine feminine, masculine counterpart, union, likeness. This could be romantic. This could be platonic. This may be a marriage. This may be a business commitment. But there's an energy here of Queen of Pentacles, and Pentacles is the energy of material wealth, you know, your physical well-being, much like the swords is the mental and the physical as well. So that being said, those kind of were, you know, cards were flying out as I was asking what was the energy of the past 2 days. Also, you may be with the Ten of Swords, clearing out, decluttering. Cycles may be coming to an end, or it may be time for you to release certain patterns, behaviors, and things of that nature to prepare and make room for this new energy that is here. Collectively, it's a heavy new energy. Collectively, it's also a heavy energy of moving, okay? I don't know what desires you're putting out there, but new home specifically came out and your wish is granted. So if that is something that you're currently trying to manifest, Spirit is definitely here to say, hey, it's coming. This new move or new home could be anything, though. Do not allow yourself to be subject to or limited to, you know, a specific thing. Keep an expansive and open mind about this and take what resonates. But yeah, there are no limitations, however. And however that looks for you, could be travels. It could be anything. I do not own them. Soft binaural beats playing in the background if you can hear them. That is from my Zen collection on Spotify that I use for my business when I do massage and energy healing. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into the energies that will continue to show up for us in this week. But again, not just this week, it may continue to move over and roll over, because here's the thing. I don't know about other readers, but for me, the energy may show up for this week. But again, time is illusion. If you from where I'm from, you know, time is not necessarily of the essence as it relates to a lot of things in our reality. Everything happens divinely. So that being said, this energy may very well play for the month, end of the month, going into March, for the rest of March, coming into out of Pisces season and into Aries season. So we're just going to see what is the message. I'm not going to try to be before you too long, because I want you to stay to the end and see. Now, I can get deep and I can get long-winded, but I'm always obedient. So whatever's coming through and however they're moving me will determine. But I always try to get the message that you need most, when you need it most. What's going to do for the collective for this week, February 25th, 2024 to March 2nd. Did I say 2nd? Yes, March 2nd, 2024. What do they need to know about the energies this week? Any additional messages from this deck? All right. Jupiter expansion. I love it. I love it when they be like, you on track, girlfriend. You on track. All right. So a few deep breaths to clear your mind. Open your mind to open your heart. And bottom deck energy is expansion. And again, that just brings me back to the downloaded messages that was coming through as I was trying to pick up on the collective's energy for what it was you needed to know for like the last couple of days that recently passed. We have Jupiter. We have Neptune. Piscean energy. All right. Dreams. Reputation coming through. North Node. So North Node is about destiny, your purpose, your passion. Why are you here? What are you here to do? Well, this week, again, as they said, the energy of first house, fourth house, self, legacy, family, maybe front and center. You have 11th house. This is also the house of Aquarius. Gang, gang. Now, you have 11th house. You have Chiron. I told you, I can't make it. Who can make this up? Who can make it up? And the 7th house, which is also the house of Libra. Yeah, it's the house of Libra. And relationships, intimacy, which is also my profactor year, okay? For me, this is a 7-year, okay? We'll get into that a little later, profactors and the big wheel. But 7th house is about relationships, relating, partners, companionship, best friends, marriage, oppositions, sharing, justice, balance. Again, Libra energy. So we're talking about the scales here. Again, you may be air energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I have 3 planets in Libra. 5th house, I have 4 planets in Aquarius and a rising Gemini. So I'm a airhead to my core. And then we have Chiron here, which is the wounded warrior. A lot of times, I'm like my baby sister. When I see Chiron coming out in tarot, like somebody is, or 9 of Wands rather, like you can beat the fuck up. Okay, pardon my French, but you getting beat up. So, that ain't what I wanted to grab. So, this is telling me that for this week, there is going to be healing around relationships. 11th house is the house of Aquarius. You know, we are truly the humanitarian of the zodiac. We are the water bearers, not just because it has nothing to do with being a water sign. It has to do with information. It has to do with being able to pour into others and remaining detached enough to rightly discern what you need without fully investing where it, you know, drains or creates that energy of not knowing what's you, what's me, okay? But yeah, you may be about to come into healing or even coming into this new energy of meeting someone new. About to pull the love oracle deck just to get an idea of love messages that may be coming through for this week as well. Seeing as how relationships and family is showing up in the downloaded messages before we started. Again, take what resonates. This isn't going to be for everybody, and that is okay. I appreciate you for being here and sticking it out though. So let's see. 11 energy, again, going back to that one energy may be significant for you this week. Maybe seeing a lot of 11. Check that angel number, ascendant master or master number energy out. 7 as well. 7 is the number of humanity when you look at it in terms of numerology. But nonetheless, here we're talking about relationships. Period. There's some type of healing, growth, amends, or release that needs to take place, okay? Self-doubt, that would be that first house energy I was talking about. So you may be in a space where you're in hermit mode. You're kind of like, you don't really want to be out. You don't want to be bothered. All right, in this week. 11 days, 7 days. I don't typically do time, but that energy is showing up in the next 11 to 7 days. There's going to be significant changes and or maybe even healing occurring. Okay. All right. Also the number 3, simply because so far 3 cards have been coming out. For some of you, this very well could be new love energy coming through. Doesn't always have to be romantic, you guys. Take what resonates. This could very well be a chemistry for work-related business purposes. You know, meeting the right people, networking, and resources that will help you get into this energy of expanding or growing your dreams, your passions, and your purpose. So, that being said, some of you need to keep an open mind. Yeah, you need to keep an open mind about this situation. If you're no communication, separation, no contact, or, you know, if you just had a real bad disagreement with a loved one, family member, best friend, keep an open mind, because something is going to be shifting to bring in the healing necessary this week, to bring closure again and release, because you want to be able to expand. But people don't realize we can't expand if we're holding on to unforgiveness in the heart. Career and finances. You see my shirt, right? If you don't pay my bills. But for some of you, that may be what's coming through. Some of you may be healing ancestral ancestral and generational issues, money issues, which is what came through for you. Or it could be a matter of finances, career, what you do, that may be an issue. Maybe some of you do things where, you know, you're new age or spirituality, and a lot of people aren't as aware or tapped in, and that's no disrespect, because it looks, what's the word they give me? A lot of people fear what they don't understand, and it's not because it's demonic or is causing any harm, but you know, we're all programmed and conditioned to believe something from the time we're small. Moving forward, so soulmate energy is here again. It is showing up even in the cards that are coming out with the 7th house of relating, intimacy, and relationships. So these are the energies, these are some of the messages, or some of the things that you can look forward to bring about changes as it relates to this week collectively, energetically. But yes, this is a soulmate for those of you that may be asking. They may be a Libra, or they may be a Aquarius specifically, or have those placements. It doesn't have to be, or this could just be how you're evolving as a soul, how you're growing. There is a lot of ascension. There is a great awakening taking place. So we have these heavier global collective ascensions with, you know, other sentient beings in the world. Sometimes they're heightened. This is one of those times that they're about to be heightened. One, because, believe it or not, regardless of what you think, I don't make up the laws of the universe or nature, but spring is the new year, okay? Because that's when things are blooming. What happens in the winter? Things are dying. They're dying, they're resting, they're rejuvenating, okay? Let's follow the cycles of the seasons. What Pachamama knows, okay? So that being said, let's see what it is that we can release, we can focus on to release and surrender, so as to open us up for this expansion that Jupiter is trying to bring, okay? All right, so let's see. And you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. I love engaging. All right, they gave me 2 already. Any more from this deck? Any more? I'm going to take what they give me. All right. My lentils smell good. So, I'll take the next one. But the bottom deck says surrender to spirit. So again, just going back to needing to clear your heart, you know, keep an open heart, keep an open mind, being forgiven. That doesn't mean that necessarily you have to forget. Someone sent me, or there was a conversation about forgiving and forgetting. But at the end of the day, you don't forget, because now I have something to go on to determine how I need to move accordingly for my highest good. Okay? So forgiveness is an amazing thing. No, you don't always have to forget. Some things you might want to. That's your business. But you're not wrong if you decide that, oh, I'm not going to forget this experience because I know what I don't want to experience again. Okay? Surrender to silence. So I feel like with Spirit saying that, keep an open mind. For some of you, this is going within. Meditation was also another one that came out. That might be some self-care energy that you need to be doing. Oh yeah, I'm working with the cycles of the moon. I did have that. Yep. Meditation and connecting with the moon. Literally, it's up here. So I forgot that. For some of you, Spirit is saying you don't have to do anything about this situation. If it's a situation in which forgiveness is required or needed, or there is some tension in which is being brought front and center, some of you, this is your confirmation. No, you didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with taking the high road and being the bigger person. But Spirit is saying this is one of the situations you don't have to. Sit back, go within, to be clear and stand on business, and then allow them to move for you, to bring about that peace. Surrender to joy. Again, Jupiter, there's good stuff here. I also feel like, again, because you're healing money issues as well. You're healing something that you may have been working on for quite some time now. And they're wanting you to know that there are benefits that come with paying attention to the ways that you've needed to correct neuroplasticity, that is reprogramming the mind. I talk about that all the time, retraining, letting go of things that are outdated, that don't make sense, that don't work. But know that there is a key positive change occurring in your life with this Jupiter here in expansion. And it could be, again, in relationships, in home, in family, career, but heavy with relating to people, period. Okay? And then surrender to self-esteem. So if you've been feeling as though you don't know what to do, you don't feel worthy, you don't feel you deserve a lot of the things that you have or dealing with, you control that reality. And know that you are worthy of the best. Stop comparing, they said. Y'all got a lot to say, okay? Stop comparing. We're going to look at these cards, but I'm not taking them because it's too many. Okay, but if some of them come back out, then we know heavy on the message. But I'm hearing them say, stop comparing yourself. And for others, people can't compete where they don't compare. Be confident in who you are, okay? Stop comparing. So the Ace of Cups came out. The Sun, okay, new love. The Moon, Piscean energy, some hidden factors here. The Devil, some temptation energy. I can read it reverse when I'm led to, but Devil energy is giving me some temptations surrounding things as it relates to your stability. So what I'm hearing is be mindful of these contracts or these jobs. There's something here that someone needs to be mindful of. This is going to be very specific as it relates to work. I'm hearing all that glitters is not gold. Some of you are in hermit mode right now because you are trying to create more stability here. Some of you have gifts in the healing arts or in the performing arts. You're very creative, you're very skilled, and you're very masterful or mastered at what you do. So we're going to put these back. But there is new love. Could be Virgo energy as well. You may be a Virgo. Doesn't have to be. You may be a Pisces, like my moon. Happy birthday to all the Pisces. Okay, my little nephew was just born at 1:32 a.m. today. Also, same day as my bestie, Tiff. Happy birthday, Tiffany. All right. I love my Pisces. Michelle. I love my Pisces. I'm a Pisces moon. Blame your mammy. Okay, mind your business. All right, so let's see what is coming out. Y'all, this is a big deck. talk. Okay. I had to put some of them down. It's a very thick deck. Okay, it says stop. Six of Swords. You're definitely going to be moving. You're moving. You're moving. There's an opportunity here to learn more than what you know. Some of you may have young children and may be concerned about that. I feel like there's no need for you to worry. All right. The Emperor. Yeah. So again, work. This could be you. Maybe your boss energy. This is Aries energy as well. Aries season may be significant as well. 10 of Wands. All right. Excuse me. So for some of you, this may be a message that things are going to be changing surrounding work. Things are going to be changing surrounding manipulative and forceful and domineering people in your life. It's time to let them go. Knight of Wands. But I do see you taking action. 7 of Swords. You are aware of the illusions. You are aware of the deception because you have the Queen of Cups here by the 7 of Swords. So you're very intuitive. If you're coming across this message, you are intuitive. Trust that you are rightly discerning because that is how you build intuition. When you trust yourself enough to hear, feel, or see what you're discerning, okay? Somebody needs to know that. You're very intuitive. Be very mindful about this person, this Aries energy. Aries, I love y'all, but sometimes y'all be, yeah. This is coming to an end. 10-10. Maybe seeing 10-10 as confirmation, affirmation that it's time to let this go. Trust it. Somebody has been lying, and it's like you're welcoming, you're wanting them to come in because you know they lying. It's like, I'm gonna let you keep talking, but I know you lying. 9 of Swords, and that got you beat the fuck up. I said that earlier. I can't make it. I'm just a messenger. This really got some of y'all beat up. Chiron is here. Spirit is tired of you feeling beat up. Surrender to low self-esteem. You got this. Like you got this. Temperance, yeah. You're healing. You have to be patient with yourself at this time too. Because I feel like this is something that's going to be trickling over again into maybe even Aries season. You know, I know this is the weekly collective, and it won't surprise me if some of this energy still continues to show up in next week's message. We shall see, maybe not. But nonetheless, a lot of you are in situations with people or jobs that are coming to an end. And Spirit is wanting you to be patient because a lot of healing is taking place so as to prepare you for this expansion that is already here for you. You're just simply walking into it. Yeah, Spirit is going to meet you halfway with this. Halfway with this, okay? They're gonna meet you halfway with this. Let's see. Again, confirmation on the traveling with Temperance because Temperance is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the traveler. You know, they are the philosopher. So I feel like you're also learning a lot about... I'm sorry, that's the 9 of Swords. It was given 9 of Wands. Yeah, I mean, but you may be experiencing headaches because like this is, it's too much, and it's too much because it's time to let it go. Like, why are you carrying something that is bringing you here? Honey, is dead in you, and not physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And it may be physically creating these headaches, tension headaches, body aches. You're up in your head, excuse me. Let's see. You're up in your head, and Spirit wants you to surrender to the silence, the peace, and the joy that is here. For some of you, pay attention to the red flags. Thank you. All right. So we only got 2 from that one. Yeah, indecision. So some of you, this may just be confirmation that what you were indecisive about, which way to go or what to choose, you now have the clarity you need, even if it's just from listening to this, to know that, okay, I am making the right decision to move in this direction. Because you got to remember, you see the lies for what it is. And you want them to know, like, I see you, but I'm going to, you know, hide that hand, draw you in so I can rightly discern with the Queen of Cups. You could be a Pisces. It could be that there are water energy that is bringing this to you. All right. And so you have the Sun card, which is, to me, the Magician. And the Sun card. And the Sun card fell out in the tarot with the first group. So, of cards that came out in the tarot. And then you have the Angel of Strength. So, heavy on the protection. This is giving me Strength card. Which is also Leo energy. But yeah, and the Sun, which is also giving me, it's giving me a cross between the Fool energy and the Magician. But I feel as though, again, the Sun is going to shine. You will start to see signs of it this week going on into the beginning of March. Again, and even into Aries season. It's going to be significant. I feel like a lot of you will come out of winter bathed, refreshed, rejuvenated, stronger. I just did a recent post on my TikTok, I do believe, and probably up here in my story, talking about how you're strongest when you're weak, when you feel like you're at your weakest. So we got the Hidden Truth deck for additional messages coming out. We're going to do a few self-care cards. And then we're going to call it a part. Call it a night. All right, it says stop. Healing money issues. I can't make it up. Healing money issues and more information is coming. So if you're needing more signs, and there's nothing wrong with wanting that confirmation and that affirmation from Spirit to say, hey, I need to know what's happening. Okay? All right. So we have here, choose you first. See, that's first house energy. I said that. Look, I can't make it up. 1. Choose you first. Because for some of you, this energy coming into the week is about bringing your awareness to how are you mothering yourself? How are you fathering yourself? How are you nurturing yourself? Are you being gentle with yourself at this time? How are you being called to self-care and self-love? We're going to get into those. On the horizon, meditate. I can't make it up. I said it. Meditation. For some of you, you need to go within. Surrender to the silence, stillness. And meditation doesn't mean like you won't have things come. I'm going to do a meditation class, y'all. I'm going to start doing guided meditations. But it doesn't mean that you won't. It's more about getting yourself centered. Throwing shade. So yeah, they're bringing me back to whoever this opportunity is with the devil energy. There is something you need to be mindful of because you do have the 7 of Swords. Someone is definitely lying. Someone is definitely being deceitful. Someone is definitely got Jumbi. You know, these masks on. And that is scary because when you pull up, it's like, ho, who are you? What is this? On the horizon is a new career path. I told you new energy is here. Whether it's a new move to this new job. Some of you may be traveling for work. Okay? The time is now. You have to make a move. You have to take action. You have the strength and you have the protection to do so. Honesty. Someone is definitely going to be honest around this situation. Because remember, we're talking about this energy of dealing with relationships and relating to people. So that's going to be significant. So maybe somebody wasn't honest, but they're saying it's coming in. 16 is 7. Whoever the liar is, either they're going to be exposed or they're going to confess themselves. Time apart. Again, and I said earlier, you may be in separation. There may be no communication, but it is because it's necessary. Financial improvement. Here we go. Because we're healing money issues, right? And you will be able to see clearly and rightly discern what all this is. But for a lot of you, I'm specifically hearing that meditation is going to help you in terms of any spiritual desires and goals that you may have. Believe it or not, that's how your girl got started. I started meditating. Didn't have a clue as to what I was doing 12 years ago when I started out, but I've always been drawn to it. So, there is no wrong or right, but I definitely feel there's a need to definitely go within. Again, with the soul journey, is just bringing me back to the energy that collectively there is an ascension taking place for all sentient beings in the global conscious collective as well. All right, so Spirit, how are you calling for us all to self-care this week? Anymore. All right. Burning bowl ritual. For some of you who are into journaling, try burning things that, especially when you feel like you're in a more low vibrational space or just feeling low, this self-esteem energy, do your best to write these things out. Full moons is the perfect time to release and burn them. I'm glad I have an example. Like, I can make it up. So this is something that I did back in 2022. I'm going to share that story with you guys one day. It's very personal. But I was dealing with something that I didn't want to do. And I'm grateful that I wrote a letter to help release. And today I was moved to burn it. So that's what I did. And what I'll do is I'll take these ashes and I'll go outside and I'll scatter them to the wind. Okay? But for some of you planning vacation, again, whether you're going to be traveling, whether you're already making travel plans, or whether you're thinking about it, this is your affirmation, your confirmation to do that. Sweet treats. Never underestimate the power of a good dessert or something that you enjoy. Sweet treats to me is the energy of pleasure and bliss. And it is okay to enjoy pleasure. It's okay to enjoy bliss. We are creatures who feel. We are creatures where touch and sensations, things of that nature matter. It matters, in terms of keeping us healthy, keeping us whole. There's nothing wrong with it. So sweet treats, okay? So last card. Okay. Okay. That was a hard blow on it. Jeez Louise. Any additional messages? Your desires are within reach. All right. Does it want to come out? All right. Express your individuality. Your desires are within reach. Okay. So we have get some exercise. So if you've been thinking about being more disciplined, or you're needing that extra confirmation or motivation, do that. Because movement, which was actually one of the things that showed up in the self-care cards, movement is a good way to move energy out of the body, okay? It's a great way to move low vibrational energy. So exercise, it's a mindful practice as well, because you're thinking about what you're doing in that moment. You're focused on, and you're not thinking about anything else, okay? Whom do you need to forgive? I'm telling you, somebody's coming in because they want your forgiveness. That's why Spirit said, you don't have to do anything. Some of you don't. They're exposing themselves. The lies, the honesty is coming in. They're exposing themselves. Business venture. Yeah. So again, trust and follow through on how you're being led in terms of work and career right now. You know, maybe there is a desire to grow and expand as an entrepreneur. You know, this may very well be a dream, and it may seem as though it's complex, but I do feel like, you know, 10th house is going to be significant. That is career, reputation. So follow through with those things. I mean, I'm doing it. I'm here talking to y'all. So yeah, do that. Flower power. Flower power gives me the energy of aromas. Maybe flowers is how Spirit connects you with crossover loved ones. For some of you, I'm definitely hearing, I don't know who this is for, but Lily specifically. Okay. All right. Baby spirits as well. Okay. So aromatherapy, jasmine, gardenia, magnolia, rose. Those essences for me, lavender. A lot of people don't like lavender, but I actually love it. Ground, nature. So for some of you, go to the botanicals. The botanicals. Yeah. All right. And travel. Heavy on the travel. Some of y'all about to travel. Whether you're ready or not, pack your bags. Pack your house up. That is a action and effort towards manifesting the desire to move, okay? You want a new home? Pack up. Start looking at plane tickets, okay? Go ahead and book it as if you're booking it because you're ready. Do these things and watch things start to unfold and manifest before your very eyes. You guys, I appreciate you for everyone who hung out to the end. I really hope this resonates for someone. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I enjoy engaging and interacting all the time. I hope this message finds you well. Take what resonates. If it doesn't sit right with you, then let it go. Don't try to make it. Don't try to force it. It is what it will be. Peace to you all. I love you guys. Heavy on the love. Peace. And if it's late where you're at, doses buenos, okay?